welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking down the middle. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Edwards.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down. Just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, dude.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. We saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into every game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Dampier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd. As the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Utes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. By the defense.
He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Grab in the backfield. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Makes the grab, it's Parker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the ground, it's Irvin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside. When it bounced outside, you want to take that thing inside. So the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Johnson looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slaps to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Oakley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes a handoff. It's Rodgers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He tries to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Dampier. Using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
A little screen to the running back.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Johnson wants to throw it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. One more snap coming before halftime.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Utes are in the red zone. Might be changing the route. Motion from the back. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Hogan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown,
quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. DB's right up on the receivers. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They can get it in here. We could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they're able to make the tackle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. Running into the open space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The give to the man. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So now it's second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Unleashes it on the run. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a good...
Oh, out of space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense. Great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for two. You got to dial up.
And it's picked off at the goal line.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to under pressure. He's going to run it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the...
Turning it on! Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. And they'll take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like,